Good morning, boys and girls. You want the good news or the bad news? The good news is the sun is shining, life is good, and everybody's all right. The bad news is we lost the shed and a bunch of equipment in it, numerous trees, at least one full grain bin, and there is other damage over here behind that one as well. So we got a little bit of work to do. The first thing we're gonna do here is try to move these trucks out of the way of this grain bin because we've got an excavator on the way to grab this thing. We've also got an electrician back there to come and unhook the power coming into it and into that shed before we start yanking on stuff. So hopefully these trucks will start, because if they don't, we gotta get the big generator down here, which is a 6500 Polaris. It's pretty heavy, so we'll get it down here to run a battery charger. But these trucks were running. There we go. Nice. There's the floor of the bin. You can see under it. This bin was old. It had a lot of junk under the floor here. And it wasn't that old, I guess. I don't mean old, not real old, but so these are the slats that stand up in there to allow air to get underneath the floor. Those fans usually sit so they push air under the floor, and these holes in the floor are what aerate the grain to keep it fresh so that Anna can eat it when the storm rolls through. That one started too?
Yeah, it started. Feels like right on E. Whoever parked it there, I think it was Jim. Lucky he made it back, so better not let it run too long because it's empty.
All right. Yeah, I think inch and an eighth or inch and 16th we can undo these clamps and then
this one's already
grab that. I don't think so. I think it just looks that way because we replaced it.
Okay.
But we don't want to yank that with it. Oh, and that clamps to it too.
Yeah.
That's going to be tougher. Yeah, it's creeping right now. I suppose we got a wind out of the south too. Anna, come here. Get over here. So I took that clamp off. There's a lot of pressure on that. We're a little worried right at the moment. So he's over there disconnecting power service to it right now. And that clamp, it's just got a rubber seal and another tin piece around it. So I'm watching to make sure if that pops, we're a little bit worried about what's holding this bin at the moment. You stay here with me, okay? Just stand back here. No, come here. Hey, come here. You stay by me right now. I'll wait until the excavator's here. So we got the motor off, the power off, got the contactor here because we're a little worried. We're gonna have to replace this thing, but there are a lot of parts and pieces we aren't gonna be able to get again in time. So we got that done, but we're not gonna pull any pipes until they got an excavator on it and they're pulling it the other direction. I need to talk to Ken. Get out of the way. Morning, Kenty.
Morning.
What'd you do?
I broke wind.
I don't think so.
The top looks more.
Yeah, it should be good to pull on it now.
Okay.
We'll just watch that clamp.
So we're just gonna keep tension on it and then get those bolts taken off.
Anna! Yeah, I think so. Just kind of grab it however you can and the grain bin's ready to go. The power's off. We pulled the motors off, but there's a couple air pipes clamps we're concerned about. So once they've actually got it stabilized, maybe with the hoe, we can get in there and tug on it. 6175's got a mirror, the exhaust, the roof.
That we know of.
That we know of, yeah. I think we're good to pull. What we didn't want was that pipe to pull the main exchanger there or to tear the side on that bin where it's supported. So we're just trying to save as much as we can here because anything we wreck, we might have problems getting. We probably won't have a bin here for a year or more. I'm a little worried we might not have a shed for 2 years with the way supply issues are right now. If we wreck the pipes, I think... Yeah. We were told this bin weighs about 25,000 pounds. I kind of expected it to wrinkle up and pull off there a lot sooner than this. gonna save the cyclone, it looks like. Anna caught a mouse? Didge is excited she was back there. We had to keep her out from behind it because she was trying to find the mice and stuff running out from under the floor. All kinds of new smells for her. Like trying to crumple up a 20,000-pound soup can. Now she's folding up. Well, you know, the sweep was getting kind of wore out on that one anyway, I guess. There's one of the silver linings. The plan now is to try and remove the pieces off the top of the planter and do as little damage as possible there, because we kind of hope we're going to need that. We know the tractor is fine. It was actually sticking out of the shed because I couldn't get the whole thing in there, so the tractor is good.
This is the second time we've pulled this one out of rubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's got the second building on it now.
Pick up this piece and then,
If you can pinch that piece off,
yeah.
we can pretty well drive it out. We're going to want to make sure we don't take out this water line. Yeah, he's pulling on that other piece. He's being very gentle but firm. They'll have hoses. It flipped the marker arm over, and the marker arm's actually kind of protecting the hoses and stuff there.
Yeah.
My iPad is dead.
Your iPad is dead?
Yeah, it didn't
Already?
charge.
Oh, it physically hurts.
Grab it with the thumb. Go up. Once you grab it. Now.
That's looking good now.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
So looking up here, I think the tank protected a lot of stuff. Between the tank and the marker flipping over protecting a lot of the hoses up here, it appears like most things are good. The stuff I'm really concerned about are anything right here, which didn't even get touched because it looks like the tank protected it. The hardware on the row units looks okay. That control box there looks all right. All the oddball pieces that are going to be tough to find, I think, look okay. The ladder railing's bent up, and I don't know if we'll need a whole tank or if we can put a new ring on here and pop it out.
Probably back her out, huh?
I think we can.
Okay, I'll get that out of your way.
Usually we don't have mud puddles inside the shed.
No.
This truck's got some cosmetic damage here and on the other side of the roof. Oh, and windshield's busted too. Seed tender's got a little damage for sure in the back corner. Yeah, it's punched that 2x4 right down in the roof. You can see the headliner's all busted out. Oh yeah, it's wet in here. Do we want to try to move this tractor or just leave it?
I think try and move it. If we can get it out and get it to John Deere today, it would be great.
There's a lot of wires in the ceiling, so we'll see if it talks to itself or not. What kind of codes is it going to throw at me now? You have a 2x4 in the roof. I don't know, personally, I think the lumber in the ceiling adds a little bit of character. And there are no codes.
Hey, Chief.
What do you know?
I know it's a frickin' mess.
I hear you got
Everything.
some damage too, huh?
Yeah, Zach. The whole roof, no shingles left on it.
On the house?
Siding all tore up, window broke.
You think the house itself is okay though?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's been about an hour, but we got the peat out. We've been cleaning some stuff up. I'm trying to help these guys out instead of running the camera all the time, so. The Moline is dead, which doesn't surprise me. It needs a new battery, and it's very dirty. If you've watched my past videos, you know the battery terminals on that need a cleaning, and it just hasn't gotten done. So we're gonna pull that out. Where do you think we try and take it now? I was trying to pull him fast enough that he could get it into gear and try to start the thing, but it wouldn't work. Looks like he's got a pretty large chunk of the roof right there coming off the combine. That combine there, that's the 9870, so that is the older machine. It's 2011. We got the newer one, is actually in town at the dealer, so that one should be okay as long as the dealer didn't get any damage, which it sounds like they didn't. Yeah, there's not a lot left here.
That came out of the bin before this morning when they were.
The cat did? So the back wall here, most of it came down on the snowblower and the batwing mower, which appear from the angle I'm at to mostly be okay. And the old Tebben here. I'm gonna not stand under here anymore. He's good. He's done this before, hasn't he?
A few times, yeah.
I'm gonna hop in the bucket here and see if I can take the new 2x6 antenna out of the roof on that tractor. So set me down first and then go see if you can push that rack off the top corner over there. Oh, come on. It's all gonna fall apart, isn't it? Close enough, it's out of the way. Look at that. That's one of Grandpa's right there.
I
Yeah.
have an antique pile of tractors in the wagon over there.
Pretty good dark.
So these were being saved as wood lumber, but now should they go in the scrap lumber pile?
cut built. Hey, Becky,
that's how we're building the new shed.
You're gonna tuck those? I don't know if I would.
What's the difference? I don't know. I was seriously asking.
Those go over there.
I wasn't asking for a smart-ass response. I was asking for an answer.
Keep those. Those are nice.
There is a decent lumber pile underneath the shitty one next to that yellow tank. There's actual good lumber there. Well, let's assess the damage to the Moline. The exhaust is bent. I imagine there's not much besides that. Well, shit. It's just busted. That's no big deal at all. Fender here took a little bit of a beating, added a little character. No big deal. Just some fresh scratches over here, it looks like. Some of these lights were busted out, but not all of them before. This one, that's a bummer right there, but again, little character. Well, the Moline really isn't bad. The dually's got some good dings. Few in the roof, busted glass. Yeah, the roof is shot. Fender, probably a hood. Both doors over here. But we do have pizza. Did you guys get some riding in? So when the power goes out and they cancel school, you got plenty to do out here on the farm, huh?
Yep.
That's good. I only have room for one, but if someone wants to ride with me in the tractor to Glenwood, we can.
That's why I came down here.
Oh, you want to ride? All right.
That's why we brought him down.
All right, we're going to bring him in.
Wait, watch us go fast.
All right.
Buckle up, Iva.
You're supposed to be wearing helmets if you're going fast.
Yeah, I know. We're going to put them on.
You better hurry. Grandpa's waiting for me.
See the bush light that was up on? This way.
Well, Nate 1 and Nate 2 already took off with a couple pieces. They got the planter and the 8295, so Onyx and I are going to bring the 6175 over to the dealer so they can take a peek at it and see what kind of parts we need to get in to fix these things, because it's kind of an important time of the year for us. In the meantime, FBN Todd dropped off some of the Bush Light with the John Deere stuff on it. Right now, $1 from each 30 pack of that go from Bush Light and John Deere to Farm Rescue. Looks like the convoy all made it. We got stuff dangling off the roof, bouncing around, making noises. Knockers bouncing all over the joint. There's an old Smokey and the Bandit reference. Maybe a few people got it. Are you stuck?
Yeah, can I come into the out now?
That's a convenient spot to leave you.
Yeah, I know.
What'd you do?
I don't know. What'd you do?
We are back. Lundblads are gone with the excavator. So here's where we're at. Tillage tractors are gonna be fine. One was in here with the Mendeco Storm on it. The other one's out there. It's got the field cultivator on it. It's got a mirror busted off. It was sitting outside. It's fine. The planter, they're gonna look at that in Glenwood at the dealership, make sure we're good, but it seems like we're probably okay. Rock picker's okay, roller's okay. Those tractors are being worked on. One of those is in Glenwood. Right now we gotta make sure the seed tender works okay, which I think it's going to, so we're gonna pull that in, take a look at that, and that's the main concern. As long as that and the service truck are okay, we've got what we need to start planting. Minor twist in the plans here. The electric company called Becky and let her know that we were looking at no power for sure throughout the weekend. Well, it's Friday now, so we know we got a couple of days here, so I'm gonna do what I call a generator shuffle, because we have several generators here, but certain ones won't run certain freezers and whatever else. And Dad's gonna hook the grapple up to the skid loader and just start making piles of, you know, stuff. We're gonna use it in the yard a bunch too.
The grapple?
Oh yeah.
What on the yard? What for in the yard?
Have you noticed the multiple trees down?
Yeah.
The grapple is the dial on your left hand, I think. There.
Oh, I've never used it on the skid loader, I'll bet.
Oh, I used it when we were clearing a bunch of brush 2 summers ago, and it was awesome. Look at them go. They grow up so fast, don't they? You girls found some mud, it looks like. Yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad to see you out ripping it up.
Nice spot.
Your spot? Oh, you got that scratch on your arm? Yeah. Okay, that took a little while because I had to pull the trim kit off the fridge and freezer to slide them out from the wall in the house and get the generator going on the back deck to run both of those. Using the big generator from the camper to power the fridge and freezer in the garage. We got the big generator in the race car trailer powering the fridge and freezer in the race shed. And we got another little generator powering the fridge and freezer in the farm shop. We have too many fridges and freezers. Luckily, we also have way too many generators. And my smoking hot wife is gonna take my monster truck to town and fill a bunch of plastic jugs full of gasoline for generators. I guess you could call them gas jugs. Yeah, that's a good name for them. Have you found anything to work on? I think we're parked in a terrible spot. Look out. Climb up there and look in. Do you see any big chunks of wood from that ceiling?
Yeah.
Are there?
One really big one, and then a few like longer ones that are splintered into pieces.
Okay, we'll have to get those out. I'll start it up then and we'll open the gates on the bottom. And Rhiannon's got a volleyball game tonight, but that's 30 miles away.
Dad,
What?
this the tarp thing that rolls up the tarp and stuff.
Yeah, that's all bent up.
Yeah, it's ripped and bent.
That's okay. We'll just have to go without that this spring. Oh, what's going on there? Yeah, that'll do it right there. This remote worked a week ago, but that's our issue. We'll use the box on the machine for now. That's a lot of nasty stuff, so I'm gonna go get a chunk of cardboard to put underneath there so it doesn't fall down in the auger. Conveyor. It's not an auger, it is a conveyor. Maybe we'll run back here, make sure, check on Dad. I haven't heard the skid loader moving for a while. He's got a pretty good pile built up here. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's going good. No worries. I went with the little guy cardboard. Oh boy. There might be way more in there than I thought. I'm gonna go about this super inefficiently. We got that out of there so far, but there's a pretty big piece that I might have to go in from this way. Ugh. Yeah, that one's not coming out the bottom. I don't actually know if I'll be able to get out of here, but I'm in here. Heads up, anybody out there? I got a big one coming. That's what she said. Heads up. There's no ladder. This is all very slippery and angled. Help! We don't want those little splinters in there because those will get in the planter and cause issues. Gotta keep the meters pretty clean. I can't stay on the ramp. I'm gonna live. I made it. Here's the west side of our house. This used to be the edge of the woods. It's kind of done its own thing now. Gutted itself. There shouldn't be much sun shining through here. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe come in and wipe it out, replant. I don't know. But we got a nice little storage shed back there we put in 2 summers ago, and it's got a very large plant on it. Dang it. That's worse than I was expecting. We'll get to that another day. But hey guys, thanks for watching. Oh, did you notice the new t-shirts? Thought I'd throw that plug in. Dad had one on today too, the Make Fertilizer Affordable Again. You can get that at the link down below. It's part of our merch. Thanks for watching. Shameless plug.